Hey, dear students, and here we continue with King Safety Part 2. So in the previous example, we saw how black checkmated white in two moves with the fool's mate, and now we're going to look at what can happen if it's white's turn to lash out. You play e4 and e5, and then the principal move here is knight to f3, and here black can make a mistake, and I have played against players here in Namibia who made this move. Pawn to f6. And this is a typical beginner mistake. Yes, you want to protect your pawn, your e5 pawn, because the knight on f3 is attacking the pawn. But the best move here, if you want to protect your pawn, is actually knight to c6. That is your best move to protect your pawn. So that if the opponent captures, you may capture back with your knight. Okay. If it's a decent player, they will not capture your pawn. The game will continue. But here, black made the mistake of playing the pawn to f6. And now what have we done? We open up this dangerous diagonal towards the king. And this is how white punish black. Knight captures on e5. We sacrifice the knight. When you give up material voluntarily, we say you sacrifice material. And now the pawn captures back. And here comes our queen. Queen to h5, attacking the king and the pawn. So that's a double attack. And here, black blocks with g6. And then we grab the pawn on e5, giving a check here. And we are also attacking the rook on h8. Here the correct move is queen to e7 to block, because that's how you can defend. Remember, we are doing king safety. The opponent can play the queen to e7, and then we don't capture the queen. Okay, we do not capture the queen. We rather capture the rook on h8. And yes, if you face this position the first time, you might wonder, but how about my king being under attack if I capture? Yes, if they capture, the correct move here is just play your king to d1. And now you can also see this file is open. And if your rook can swing over here, you can literally pin the queen against the king. This is just one of the threats that is coming. We can also see this knight is under attack by the queen. We can capture this next. We can also play our pawn forward. We can bring our knight out and attack the queen as well. So we have many options here. And we can also bring our bishop out, and then we can bring our rook over here, and we can pin the queen against the king. So black is in big trouble here. So once again, yes, we lost. We gave our knight on move 3, but we got it back after we attack on the dangerous diagonal, and then g6 interpose, and then we give check again, the queen interpose, and then we capture the rook. And so we are ahead in material. Even if the opponent captures our pawn and we lose our right to castle, white should win this game. So watch out for this one. That is part 2 of king safety. Thank you so much.